feels like a better fish. Maybe. Not a monster, but it feels like a better one. Oh yeah, there we go. A little rip and wrap. Yeah, this dead stick fishing is pretty fun. Even if they are mostly smaller ones. This rod is a noodle. It's really fun to play fish on. It's almost like an ultralight. Oh yeah. Another nice chunky 15, 16. Nice little jumbo perch. Can't beat that. But I think the future is pretty bright out here on Winnibigosh. Oh. Good one. The only way you get them in on 4-pound test, hook them right there in the center of that. Nice big old pike. That was super fun. 4-pound test. Little fathead minnow. What's going on, guys? So I thought it'd be fun to do a video at all the resort road opportunities, right? You know, you've got all these destination fisheries. Tends to be a lot of traffic, but I think if you can go up there and try to get away from the crowds, you can have some pretty good success. Especially when, you know, lakes around here tend to get flooded out, or there's too much snow and travel's just really tough or not impossible. So I don't know, we're gonna check out Lake Winnibigosh today. You know, you don't usually name the lake, but it's kind of a big destination place. A lot of people know about it anyways. So we're gonna go check it out. We're gonna go out on High Banks Resorts Road, and we're gonna park on the road and see if we can just get out away from a bunch of people and contact some walleyes or maybe some perch. So stay tuned. Hopefully it's a good trip. And we just got set up and we just got a bite right away. Got a bite on the old slip bobber. See what we got here. Okay. What we got? This little walleye. It's a good way to start the trip, huh? Nice little, I don't know, maybe a 15-incher. Nice little fish to start off the trip. It was fun to just sit down and have the bobber go down right away. That's what you always hope for, right? There we go. Oh, that feels like a better fish. Maybe. Not a monster, but it feels like a better one. Oh yeah, there we go. On the old rip and wrap. Oh, you just inhaled it. Just absolutely inhaled that jigging or ripping wrap. Look at that. There we go. That one feels a little heavier. A monster, but might be a slot fish. I don't know. 16, 17 incher. No, it's bigger than that. Maybe not. A little more stout, this one. It's a nice fish. And that dead stick with a fathead. I don't fish that way very often, but man, it seems to really work up here. Especially on these smaller, medium-sized fish, you know. It's a nice walleye. There's a heck of a hatch of these fish up here right now, that's for sure. You know, just a stout, healthy 16, 17 inch fish. Well, we just got a decent bite on the bobber rod here. It looked like a pretty big fish. Let's see what we got going here. Let's have it a little while now. Not a monster, but I think it's a pretty decent fish. Oh, it's a northern pike. Haven't caught any of them out here before. Then again, I haven't fished out here, so who knows? Oh, we got a bite on the dead stick. I think he's got it.
Hi, this is James. Sorry for call. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for calling and have a great day. At the tone, please record your message.
That's a perch. Nice. Nice little jumbo. That's a good perch. Nice little walleye. Go. There we go. They're going to start biting for a little while here, hopefully. The dead stick got that one done. Nothing major, but another nice walleye, you know. 16 incher. Yeah. There we go. Hooked up again here. Like another smaller one, but kill go in the bucket too. Oh yeah. Looked like about a 15, 16 incher on the live scope. Imagine that. Let's see. I think he hit it pretty good. I probably got him here. Even smaller than I thought. That's how you hook it, right there in the lip. I know I said this a bunch of times, but I think the future's pretty bright out here on Winnibigosh. Oh, man, whatever that was just smoked it. Well, this feels like a bigger fish. Oh, I got a 4-pound test on this one. Oh yeah. If this is a walleye, it's a good one. Well, it feels like one. It feels like a walleye. I could be wrong, but it feels right. Gotta be gentle. Got him on a noodle, a 4-pound test, of course. Should be coming up the hole here. Oh, I don't like that. That might be northernish. Boy. You get eyes on this thing. That's a big pike. Oh. Come on. Come up the hole. There we go. Oh, I don't know how they do that. How do they swim backwards? How do they swim backwards out of the hole? It's crazy. I had his head turned way up the hole. Give him a little more goose here. Hopefully I don't break him off. Tighten the drag just a little bit. See if I can get him turned up the hole here. Come on. There we go. Oh, that's a good one. It's the only way you get them in on 4-pound tests. Hook them right there in the side of the lip. Nice big old pike. That was super fun. 4-pound test. Little fathead minnow. That's all it took. I think he's probably, I don't know, maybe 28 inches, something like that. He's pretty fat. 27 inches. Could keep him, but I could keep this fish if I wanted, but I think these are the kind that control the populations of all the small junk fish, so we'll let them go. Thanks for the fun. Well, here's our little haul of fish. We got 6 nice eater walleyes, 2 jumbos, 1 pike to add to our pickling bunch. Since I'm not going to clean these right away, I got to wait till I get home. Bleeding them out really helps keep the meat in better shape. Just cut the gills right here, just like that. Do this. Put them back in the water, let them bleed out. Now this is what the ice should look like when you're done ice camping. You don't want to be leaving crap everywhere. Just pick up after yourself. Pack in what you pack out. Or pack out what you pack in, however you want to say it. Shouldn't be anything left on the ice. Maybe a few dead minnows and a little blood. That's about it. a wrap on Winnibigosh. It was fun. It was a good trip. I'm happy I decided to check it out. The first night, you know, we caught I caught a handful of fish. It was not great. I missed quite a few fish. They were kind of short biting, and then about 6:30 it just completely stopped, and there was no other fish around. I wasn't really happy with that, so I moved spots, and I got out a little bit deeper. I was still in amongst the houses, which wasn't ideal, but fished there, fished in the morning, same result. I caught a fish there, caught a few fish there. I did have a nicer fish come in, couldn't get to bite, caught a couple northerns. Then I decided to go look and see if possibly I could find a way to get off the group of houses and venture out and see if I could find something away from the houses. And well, I was looking, I came across a one-lane plowed road, and I'm like, well, you know, I don't really want to follow somebody out, but if I could use this road just to get out away from these houses a little farther and find something offshore, I figured it'd be worth driving out there. And I drove out, and I ended up contacting the people that plowed the road, and talked to them for a little while, and they were totally cool with me coming out there. And so I went about 100-200 yards past them up to another bar farther down the lake, and sat down, and when I drilled my holes, as soon as I dropped the bobber down, out the hole it went. And I got set up about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I caught fish all afternoon until I went to bed, and I ended up taking the rattle reels up because I couldn't get to sleep. There was a lot of smaller fish later in the evening, but if you want to go up and just catch good numbers of fairly decent sized fish, it's great. I didn't get any real bigger ones, but I think I had a couple bigger ones on that came off, and I think it was because I was using that dead stick rod with the perch setup on it, essentially 4-pound test and a noodle light action rod. I caught a lot of walleyes on it, but I think if I would have had my medium light with 6-pound or 8-pound test, I could have buried the hooks a little better. But you know, hindsight's 20/20. I might not have got the bites either had I had the heavier line on. So who knows? But it was a good trip. Probably caught 35, 40 walleyes, a couple northerns, a couple nice jumbo perch. No eel pout. I was hoping to catch an eel pout, but didn't contact one of them. So. Yeah, it's worth checking out. I mean, if you want to go to a destination fishery, and you can use the resort roads and still get away from, you know, the crowds of people if you're willing to work a little bit. I ended up moving 3 times, and the final spot was well worth all the work. So, but ice conditions were good. Just be careful for the drifts. If you're driving a pickup, you'll get buried if you hit one of the big drifts. I was able to drive over most of the drifts with my ATV and the trailer on, just drive right over the top of them. But yeah, ATV or snowmobile, I think you can pretty much go wherever you want as long as you're careful. And yeah, good fishing, good experience. I'll be back for sure.